and welcome to Late News and the 5th hour of the Great Rag Challenge. Well done for getting this far. Just remember, we're doing this for charity, and you are a disgusting human being if you stop watching now.
If you've just joined the live stream, you're now going to be stuck in a loop of students recreating some of your best-loved TV panel shows and revealing how piss easy it is to make them.
Unfortunately, this isn't one of those shows, but since this is for charity, you're still kind of a dick if you don't at least donate before you close this tab and open Pornhub. So first things first, there's absolutely loads we've missed since we were last online. You of course probably don't give a shit, but it's a fun chance for us to spew out the sheer fuck-wittery that has taken place in 2017 so far. Have you got the list, Abby?
Yep, already.
We're good to go, okay. So far. Trump's the president, the Muslim ban is crazy. Hillary Clinton lost and now she's being lazy. Theresa May and Trump holding hands on the stairs. Parliament heard he's coming and now they're being scared. Steve Bannon's got a gig and people are raging. Millennials feel like they're raging. And back in the UK, Labour's in the Stone Age. Corbyn's been flapping like he don't know what. And speaking of, have you actually tried the Easter eggs this year? Because they are not linked to Labour in any way, but they are really, really bad.
They're really disappointing.
They're just a shame. Don't buy them, they're a shame.
However, today we begin with the dumbass guide to the alternative right. With new terms such as alt-right, post-truth and President Trump being thrown around willy-nilly these days, it's worth knowing why these phrases are suddenly around. With sites like Breitbart.com and the Daily Stormer, among others, receiving even more attention, it's good to know what the alt-right is and why the term is suddenly so recognised.
Traditionally connected to racism, white supremacy, white nationalism, right-wing populism, Islamophobia, sexism and conspiracy theories, the alt-right is full of colourful people.
According to The Economist, the alt-right became a thing back in August 2016. This was at a time when Steve Bannon, yes, that name is popping up again, was made head of Donald Trump's presidential campaign. This is only pertinent because Bannon was previously a chief executive at Breitbart News and thus considered a connection to the alt-right. The second thing that was deemed to have brought the alt-right into the mainstream sphere, however, was Hillary Clinton's speech in Nevada, which denounced Mr. Trump for bringing the alt-right into the mainstream American politics.
In summary, to get to the alt-right, you'd need to turn right at Theresa May, keep going for about 10 miles to get to Donald Trump, then keep turning right until the moon falls into the sun, then you might actually be there.
So, where does Steve Bannon fit into all of this? Well, due to his former involvement with Breitbart News, he's sort of the unsavoury individual you wouldn't want near your bacon sarnie. Basically, he's Trump's right-hand man, a chief strategist who holds a seat on the National Security Council, much to the shock of nearly every other veteran of American politics.
So if you see his name popping up time and time again, just remember who he is. It's especially worth knowing his name, as figures like Sarah Silverman and US TV personality Chelsea Handler have been sharing these concerns on Twitter. If true, this could mean a man who has been accused of anti-Semitic and xenophobic behaviour holds some pretty terrifying power.
Speaking of people with terrifying power, it's time for our favourite time of the show. It's Trumpwatch 2017.
We kickstart with the utter shitfest that has been Trump's executive order, which many are claiming is a Muslim ban after visitors from 7 majority Muslim states have been banned.
The Muslim ban itself refers to the 7 predominantly Muslim countries from which travel to the United States has been banned for 90 days as of the 27th of January.
These states currently include Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria and Yemen. However, the nature of the ban could mean that Homeland Security add more countries to the banned list at any given time. So it's safe to say holidays to the US could be pretty cheap in the future, as it seems no one can take off for the states, certain that they'll actually be allowed in when they get there.
Other elements of the order less widely acknowledged include Trump's indefinite suspension of the Syrian refugee plan, which had accepted nearly 13,000 refugees to date and will now be accepting no more. Which, in case you're wondering, is not how international aid or global diplomacy work.
Amongst other frighteningly vague and ill-considered aspects of the order, the entire refugee admission system for the US has now been shut down for 120 days. That's huge. That means it'll take practically 4 months for people to seek safety in a country that once promised to take the tired, poor, huddled masses yearning to breathe free, which makes the Statue of Liberty a bit shit now. Give me a white, wealthy and yearning to shag the president seems to work a bit better.
The horror this has presented at airports around the US, we can at least seek solace in knowing that 2 major public figures have been shown up by the whole thing. 1. Mike Pence, current Vice President and part trout, part slug in another life, has quietly supported the whole Muslim ban fiasco despite saying this back in 2015.
The second is Theresa May, who quite spectacularly managed to lose all the remaining Brexit friends she once had when she refused to make a stand on Trump's future visit to the UK. It's a shame, really, Theresa May, is stuck between a rock and a hard place. The rock being Trump and the hard place being presumably another part of Trump. Onto a bit of news more mystifying than Salt Bae. Beyonce is pregnant with twins. And the world just about lost its shit.
And whilst this was discovered weeks ago, sweet cauliflower fritters did Queen Bee manage to make a statement because her bump and grind with Mr. Beyonce somehow quite magically managed to reflect poorly on Senor Trump.
Leading to reactions even the BBC had to write about.
So, to Queen Bee, well played, girl. Please have more children over the next 4 years so Trump is ignored. Many thanks from Britain, the world and Jay-Z.
And now in student news, the crappiest experiment to ever take place under the guise of science was revealed to have been staged at Northumbria University back in March 2015.
An investigation into how caffeine affects exercise escalated rather quickly when participants were given 100 times the dose intended.
Let's be fair, 100 times doesn't actually sound too pressing at first. It's caffeine after all, not sweet Jamaican heroin. But then you realise people have been reported dead after just 18 grams of caffeine, and these people had 30. I mean, who exactly were the adults in the room who managed to mix 0.3 with 30? What exactly were they doing? Either they were getting up their iPhone calculator between jacking off to BuzzFeed quizzes and reading Cosmo articles about genitalia, or they were literally pouring coffee into the eyeballs of these people.
Unfortunately, that's closer to the truth than you might like, since the calculations were made on a mobile phone, according to The Guardian, with no risk assessment undertaken and confusion taking place over where the decimal point should go.
Which, once again, is reassurance that the many thousands of pounds students now pay into universities is put to good use, if for nothing else than to pay off their legal fees amassing £400,000. We may be late with the news, but we definitely don't fake it. However, a recent trend in publishing fake news has led to Facebook and Google clamping down on the spread of misinformation. So we thought we'd play a little game that in no way assists that campaign, in an attempt to see if we could tell the difference between the fake headlines that gained widespread attention last year on Facebook and the real ones. So question 1, are you ready, Abby?
I think so.
Real or fake? A singer last year claimed he had sex with a ghost. Now, bear in mind, fake news
Do you know what?
Ridiculous.
I'm going to say that's real.
That was, in fact, real. The singer-songwriter Bobby Brown last year claimed he had sex with a ghost in a mansion in Georgia. Claiming
Amazing.
he woke to find the ghost mounting him. He also insists that he wasn't tripping at the time. That's a unique experience,
Yeah.
Bobby. Okay, so question 2, real or fake, Abby?
Okay.
Woman murders college roommates after sending too many Candy Crush requests.
No.
You can see it in the headline now, can't you?
I can
Yep.
see it, and as an ex-Candy Crush player myself, I understand how difficult it is
It's
to get
intense.
those requests. I'm going to say that's real as well.
Was fake.
Ah.
This was posted last March and the initial post had over 400,000 interactions on Facebook. But I mean, I'm sure we can all understand that because those notifications get really, really stressful.
They are annoying.
But that was definitely fake. Although people believed it, they did. Question 3, real or fake? Woman leaves dogs in car, dogs crash car into store front.
No, that's stupid. That is fake.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not sure of anything anymore.
I was going to say, the whole point of this exercise is that you can't believe shit these days. So that was real. Yes, you need to leave a window open with your dog, not just to keep them cool, but to make sure they don't joyride these days, it seems. Apparently, in West Virginia, a woman from Wayne left her dogs in the car who were able to accidentally disengage the parking brake. Accidentally.
Oh, well.
That's all I have on that one. So, our final question now. Real or fake, Abby? A woman with too much makeup mistaken for clown and attacked by an angry mob.
Yes, definitely. I do not remember that whole clown, people scaring that that's real.
And Abby, that is a very good example of that because that story was completely and entirely fake. It was published in October during the killer clown craze, and this story was able to gain over 200,000 Facebook interactions because some people Not you necessarily, but some people are very stupid, it seems. So that's why fake news is dangerous, kids. Don't just share shit. Penis joke. Just in case anyone didn't get it.
Another short break while
Penis joke. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Did I even say?
Did anyone notice I did that wrong? Was that in any way noticed?
I did.
Oh, sorry, Dan. Attempt to see if we could tell the difference between the fake headlines that garnered widespread attention last year on Facebook and that you're not going to let me have garnered as good, are you?
Autocue says no.
See if we could tell the difference between the fake headlines that garnered widespread attention last year on Fuck off! Let me have garnered! What was that? I said it right. I know it wasn't the right word, but I said it
stop
right.
abusing your power. No.
Get the friend.
My female companion.
That is a woman I know. No. Look, Ollie, you can't steal me. Do you know, I've still got the one that I've saved is the one you've written on the back. Don't be shit or no alcohol for a year.
Out of the box. Out of the box. Out of the box. Out.
is everyone ready to go again?
Are the camera people ready to go? Bacon Sarnie. Basically, he's Trump right-hand man, a chief strategist who holds on... I'm sorry, I've got some, like, phlegm going on.
It's all right.
Do you want to just go from when she turns to the camera?
And hands on the stairs. Parliament heard he's coming now. They're being scared. I'm so sorry. I completely changed it. I'm sorry. Last take, and then I will do it. I'll do it.
Sorry.
It's people in the gallery. I know they'll be fucking hating me now. A spider leg.
So
So
we're going from the same place.
Okay. I have something really strange.
the noise you're
going
making now
on.
is making me laugh.
You ready, Dan?
Steve Bannon?
There's a McGrath. Oh. What's happening? Oh, it's quite frightening. And now they're being scared. Steve Bannon's got a gig and people are raging. Millennials feel like they're raging. And back in the UK Labour, I want to just finish it now.
Breathe!
But where?
I feel like you do.
This merrily brings us to the end of Late News. Thank you so much for watching all of Demon Media's coverage so far. Make sure you stick with us because there's literally a metric shit ton of silly shows and crazy challenges still to come. And if you would like to make a donation to the fab charities we're doing this in aid of, then make sure you click on the link.
We hope you've heard plenty you already knew about. We'll be back soon to cover the latest news, literally as late as we can report it and still call it reporting. Now cock off and donate some money. Yeah, they should cock off and donate some money.
Yeah.
They really should. I think you should throw the papers again.
Okay. Woo!